Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. So, new archetype, and it's quite scary. It's Splight. The cards were revealed a couple of days ago, and when I started playtesting with them, I was like, this is... I mean, most of the time when new archetypes are revealed, most people are sometimes right, like, oh, tier 0, broken. But with this, it's actually really ridiculous if you think about it. Look at the list. The archetypes, the archetype on its own, it's kind of similar to like Burning Abyss, if that makes sense. They all level 2, by the way. So level 2, Link 2, they all have the built-in special summoning effect from the hand, so very similar to Burning Abyss. Plus, they all have their own effect. Blue, the most left one, is the Stratos for monsters, obviously, while the next one, again, I'm not too familiar with the names, is the Stratos for spells. Plus, they have double negation. One negates monsters, while the other one negates spells. So the most left is the Stratos for monsters, normal special summoning, because again, you control like a level 2 Link 2 so you can just special summon them from the hand. All of them are basically extenders. And their Link 2, it's kind of similar to Coral Anemone, I believe the name is. So it reborns a level 2, Link 2, rank 2, I believe, as well, from your graveyard. So it could potentially reborn totally awesome as well. So by only the spell, which is basically a hero lives, a quick play spell, you can get up this board if you're running the small swap frog package as well. Let's say if you open with one of the, live twins, right? So normal summoning, Lila, the shenanigans. And instead of going for the evil twin package, you can go for their rank 2 first of all. The rank 2 kind of blocks your opponent from using the Nibiru. Very important, so put that up on your 4th summon. Plus, by detaching, you can special summon a level 2 from the deck, so you can tutor basically everything you want. Because I'm running the small Swap Frog package, you can special summon Swap Frog directly from the deck. Plus, your Link 2 also protects the monsters it's pointing towards to. They cannot be targeted. So Toad plus one of the evil twins, they cannot be targeted. And this board, it doesn't seem threatening, but it's like, what is it, a pop 4 / Omni Negation, multiple Omni Negation board. You'll be seeing it here in this particular gameplay video. Plus, you also have hand traps. As you saw, my deck is running like, how many? 15 hand traps? You might think that's super inconsistent, but not the case. Because the deck is running so many one-card engines, it kind of feels like Emancipator. You have the capability to play through multiple hand traps from your opponent. As I've mentioned, again, go for either the Exceed from the archetype or the Monster Negator. What is it called? Red. Splight Red, I believe the name is. It negates the monster effect. Anyway, so there is it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Splight Red. By tributing like a Link 2, a rank 2, or level 2, you can like negate any monster from your opponent. So this board, like, as soon as your opponent controls a monster, you can use your Link 2. Well, no, that's not true. You want your opponent to control a monster, because then your Link 2 can special summon a rank 2. So you can reborn Toad for another Omni Negation. That's important. Second, you have the evil twin shenanigans, right? Draw one, pop one. But you need to, tribute it away during your opponent's turn, and that's where the monster negator, the most left monster level 2, this one that attacks, because as you see, like you can tribute something to negate a monster effect from your opponent. So by doing this, it will reset or resend your evil twin, or at least one of the evil twins, back to the graveyard in order for it to be reborn by the other one. So it's really, really a ridiculous package, if you ask me. So second game going second, again making sure that my opponent can't Nibiru me, just in case. Got impermanenced, that's fine. Again, I have multiple foul plays. I do run the Swap Frog package. Because of this, you can go for the first turn Toad. Plus Dupe Frog lock, or kind of force your opponent for attacking into Dupe Frog. This protects your weak Link monster. So Droplet, I mean, I'm still running Crossout to potentially negate, like Droplet or Dark Ruler from your opponent, unless of course they send a spell. It's fine though, because I feel the biggest answer for this deck, if you're going second, is Dark Ruler no more and Droplet, obviously, but then there's still Crossout, to negate that. And even then, the archetype has its built-in quick play spell that, could potentially get Splight Red, the one here next to Totally Awesome, for monster negations. Or I believe it's called Splight Carrot, which negates spells and traps. once, right? So you can just, if your opponent like Dark Rulers you, droplets you could still use your quick play spell, right, to get at least another negation on field. And this is cool. You can use your archetype's rank 2 to overlay a link to. So again, making free space. Go for Trouble Sunny, and that's something I haven't mentioned yet, I think, is the archetype has one big restriction that counts for their quick play spell, and that counts for their exceed. As soon as you use those effects, special summoning from the deck, it will block you for the rest of the turn, that's important, for the rest of the turn, from summoning link to a rank 2 or higher monsters. So you can't go for Zeus, you can't go for Trouble Sunny, because it's still there. I mean, the best starter of the deck, the normal summon of the deck, is one of your life twins. Again, that probably forces out like a negation from your opponent already. If they don't, you can stack up the pluses, right? So keep that in mind. And also, as you know, as soon as you're using your evil twins, your link 2s, right, it blocks you into, what is it, fiend types for the rest of the turn. So, you know, both archetypes have some small restrictions which you might forget quite quickly, but they do work really well together. So Imperm to hopefully, you know, prevent the Phoenix Enforcer from hitting the board, it's fine. Or Droplet, that's a nice one. So I can normal summon one of my evil twins. It, you know, will get negated if it wasn't for Droplet, so negate the Phoenix Enforcer, so I can start establishing my board. But I'm like, I think going for Zeus is the better option, so I go for a special summon, the Stratos for spells, which searches the hero lives. Because of this, I can, you know, first of all get rid of Phoenix Enforcer, plus Zeus the entire board. Plus, I can still follow it up with, you know, the blue, which is the Stratos for monsters, searches the Monster Negator, basically an extender now to go for their exceed. That special summons any level 2 from the deck. Swap Frog, which again puts up totally awesome, you know, during your turn, puts up Dupe Frog during your opponent's turn. And this particular board, Scoop Face entered here. Probably a bit too soon, I feel, but my field was Dupe and double Omni Negation, because again, I'm able to potentially reborn Toad again, if my opponent is a monster. So quite scary. Plus I still have Nibiru in hand, just in case. So again going second, and Crossout is still there. I feel, do you really need Crossout? It's a bit iffy. There are some choke points, I guess. I mean, if your opponent, let's say, negates, for example, your Exceed, you'd rather not... it's fine though, but... I mean, if you're able to get off the Exceed, special summon like Swap from the deck, you just get so many pluses, so many bonus pluses out of that. So I'm going to Imperm the 10 one that banishes a monster, and as always, the normal summon of an evil Lord Life Twin forces out the first negation. And I feel that, okay, if it wasn't for Zeus, you can definitely work towards like the evil twin package, potentially Toad, and you know, or I don't know, maybe... I would probably go for Trouble Sunny, that's the name, right, of the Link 4, and, you know, go from there. But Zeus makes things much easier, so I can still, basically the same play as before. I can use Zeus for the Link material, you only need one Link 2, rank 2 or level 2, which is basically a free monster reborn. Plus the archetype Splight Exceed for now doesn't really do anything, so during my opponent's turn immediately use the quick play spell to get the monster on board that negates monster effects. So now, again, my field is like double Omni Negation plus Monster Negation, plus 1 back row. I believe that's a crossout. So, Toad is activated, get back swap, and again, my opponent is controlling a monster, so I can reborn a rank 2. Reborn Toad for another Omni Negation. Already used of the Monster Negation because of Splight Red, right? So tribute like a Link 2 in order, you know, the monster will be destroyed. And yeah, that's basically it. Again, your Link 2 survives. Again, Dupe Frog giving you more protection. And you can just start everything up again. Reborn, blue, and blue is your Stratos, which again basically searches everything again. Your quick play spell, and so on and so on. Your Evil Twin engine. You could potentially go for Trouble Sunny still. Yeah, because I haven't used, I think, right? I haven't used my Exceed, or did I? Can't remember, but long story short, this from past years, you know, we've seen a lot of new archetypes, a lot of new cards, new decks. But this is quite scary. It's something different than the Adventure Brave token package, you know, that's more splashable, but as a standalone archetype, With Evil Twins, Life Twins, and maybe the small Swap Frog package, even then, because, okay, I guess the bricks in the deck is Dupe and Ronan, and even then, they're normal summons, and that, you know, starts extending your Burning Abyss follow-up plays, you know, your rank 2, level 2s. So even then, it's not really the end of the world, but as you saw, like totally awesome double negation, it's really, really scary. And look at the deck, like basically almost half of it is hand traps. You can do that, you can get away with it, because the archetype with Evil Twins, it's so consistent, so it's really scary. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Leave your signing out. Peace.